welcome. I'm Diana Loderhose, the International Features Editor here at Deadline. I am in our Red Sea studio with Olivia Wilde.
Hello.
Hi, thanks for being here.
In red for the Red Sea.
Yes,
In our
very
red
fitting.
chairs.
Very
Yes.
fitting. So I want to talk to you first off about some projects you're working on at the moment. I want your sex. What can you tell us anything about this? Because there's been headlines with Charli XCX.
She's brilliant.
Is there anything you can kind of give us a tidbit on?
I mean, Gregg Araki is such a singular filmmaker. It is the least Hollywood experience of my career in Hollywood because it is so true to his style, so experimental, so bold, so funny. It was so nice to make a movie that really is just about the fun and the kind of like the irreverence of the Iraqi filmmaking style is such a pleasure to be a part of. And Cooper Hoffman is an unbelievable actor. And I'm so excited for his very long career. He's only 21 and one of the best scene partners I've ever had. And I learned so much from him, so much from Gregg. And Charli is fantastic. I didn't get to work with her in any scenes because our characters don't meet, but she's a force. I'm so inspired.
And is that wrapped?
Yes,
Okay.
we wrapped that.
Okay. And now there's also been numerous bubbling questions on what your next directorial film will be. There's been a few kind of hints about you working with Lucky Chap.
Yes.
For, is it Christmas comedy Naughty?
Yes.
Or Evangeline with the Deadpool creator?
That's right, yeah.
Are these, can you say anything about
Yes.
these? What do you think will be next for you?
Well, Naughty is the one that we are actively in development, hopefully shooting soon. That one is a Christmas comedy that I am so in love with. It's so silly. It's a blast, and the Lucky Chap team are incredible. And then Evangeline, Tony McNamara is writing the script, which is incredibly exciting for all of us, but particularly for me. I'm just so honored that I'm going to have the chance to direct his script. I just think he's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Every conversation with him is so inspiring, so funny, so great. He has interpreted this material in a way that is only he would think of. It's so specific to his, again, irreverent style. I think that's what I'm attracted to. So that one is cooking. And yeah, I mean, I'm in bed with Lucky Chap. I love them. They're great. And then we have some other things percolating. And it's a fun year ahead. A busy year, but fun.
How do you kind of, maybe speak a little bit more about the relationship with Lucky Chap, because you hadn't worked with them before, had you?
No.
So, I mean, what they've done is amazing. Margot's incredible.
She's incredible. She's a real producer.
Yeah.
She's so hands-on. She reads everything. She's incredibly smart, of course, but she's also very strategic about the logistics of putting a movie together. Making movies impossible. And the Lucky Chap spirit is so hands-on, so optimistic. They're so prolific because they're interested in so many different types of films, and they actually make a lot of films. I think that many people have a production company. Not many people are actually making movies, and I feel very lucky to be working with them because they're doing it with the spirit that I really love, which is an optimism and excitement about the process of making movies. They're not jaded.
Yeah, it's so nice to hear.
Yeah.
In this business.
Yeah.
Since
I just saw. Wait, sorry.
Oh.
On Lucky Chap, they made My Old Ass, which
that's right.
is one of my favorite movies
love.
of the year, and I love that they're making movies on such different ends of the spectrum. You know, first-time filmmakers, small movies like My Old Ass, and then enormous movies like Barbie, like Evangeline will be like Naughty, and I just think that's very cool.
It's very cool. I wanted to know a little bit about, so you've done 2 films so far as a director. How has your position in Hollywood or the industry changed since then? Have you been, we've talked a lot about gender parity in this business and how it's still not up to speed with where it should be, but have you kind of, when it comes to projects being greenlit or, being in the room, are you treated differently because you've directed some very fantastically successful films?
I think, once you've proven that you can actually make a movie, people are excited about you because it's an impossible thing to do. Making a movie, getting it made, it's very tricky. It takes a lot of collaboration, and to have been lucky enough to make 2 features is fantastic because I have had such a wide range of experiences as an actor and now as a director, as a producer. I think that now when I walk into a room, there is the nice sense of you are proven. I think when you're starting out, particularly as a woman, you feel this intense pressure to prove yourself. You know you have the skills, but you just want someone to let you take the reins, let you drive. Once you are proven, the experience is different. You have a little bit more, I think, creative freedom to make choices, make the films you want to make. And I've been lucky enough to be given a lot of different choices, and I get to make the films that really excite me and challenge me. And I'm very, very lucky to be in the position I am, to have the kind of opportunities that I'm being given. I'm so aware of the fact that we are still only, I think, 17% of the DGA. I'm hoping that I'm wrong and the number's actually higher. At one point, not too long ago, that was the number. There is not a lack of talent, there's a lack of opportunity. 50% of film schools are populated by women. There are so many female filmmakers out there. We have to continue financing their films. We have to foster new talent. What I've learned here at the Red Sea Film Festival, where they are creating a lab to foster these filmmakers and have a program. I was lucky enough to meet these women who are part of this female filmmaker program that is fostering talent from the Arab world, from Asia, from Africa. We need programs that not help create stories. The stories are there. Women have ideas. It's the logistical process that is impenetrable to people who haven't worked in the business or feel that they're coming up against these barriers. And so I think for female filmmakers, it's about grants to make first films. It's about studios continuing to greenlight films directed by women. It's not about audiences. They love films directed by women. They've proven that. It's about the people who hold the purse. And there are great women in our industry who are supporting female filmmakers. I mean, Donna Langley, now, Pam and Mike at Warner Brothers. I think that there's a great movement, but we just now need to kind of see it through. Also, many women don't make a second film. It's not just about the first film. Once you make a film, you know what it takes, and it's about shifting the perspective, I think, of what sacrifice we allow for women to make in order to make their films. It means taking a large amount of time to devote to that. And women in any industry know that there is still a patriarchal sense of judgment when it comes to women taking time away from their families and relationships to work. And I think many women don't make a second film because they realize the sacrifice that it takes, and we have to encourage women that it's okay to devote yourself to your work. So I think it goes beyond just the industry. It's like we're hopefully living through a wave of shifting paradigms and perspectives.
Yeah, that's very true. It's beyond this industry. Any mother would speak to that who tries to work and is kind of shamed out of.
Oh, and you're shamed at every corner for it. And I don't think we even know we're shaming women for doing it,
Part of the norm now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So one last question to you, Olivia. We were talking a little bit about this before you came on camera, but I'd love to know what you've seen this year that you really enjoyed.
Oh my gosh, Amelia Perez.
Oh my God.
I love the film. I love that it's so ambitious and singular. I love Jacques Audiard's films. I'm a huge fan of his, but the fact that he's done something completely different, I'm so in awe of directors who continue to experiment, and that's what he's done here. I think Zoe Saldana is she's always been extraordinary, and it's so satisfying to watch her being celebrated, bringing her specific skills as a dancer, as a singer, and as an extraordinary actress. And then to see Selena in the same way, just to see her being appreciated in this different way. It's a film unlike any I've seen, and I am very inspired by it. I also loved the piano lesson. I am in awe of everybody who had anything to do with that film. I think adaptations from the stage to film are so fascinating to watch, and I think this one was done with such an artful eye. I'm amazed. It's a first-time filmmaker. I'm amazed by everyone involved. I think it's brilliant.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
the rest of your time here.
Yeah, absolutely.